Hello everyone, welcome back to the Talos Principle 2. We're going to dive right into puzzle number 7. We've got 2 more puzzles left in this area. Also, I think I probably need to find the lab that's around somewhere, and we've also got the Sphinx puzzle to try and figure out, which might have something to do with like these symbols. I don't know yet. Anyway, backward propagation. Let's have a look and see what we can do in this one. So immediately we have our red emitter. We have nothing to connect to it yet. We have an inverter. We also have a pressure pad. So there's no like connectors at all, so let's put that on there for now. Okay, so that's the blue, which we'll need to power. Oh, there's also blue there as well. And that's what opens up that by the looks of it. So somehow we need to be able to get the blue to be able to come, or rather the red to connect to that, but we're not going to be able to get the angles on that at the moment. So through here we've got another inverter. We also have red and the blue there. Okay, so how do we open up this one? We need red. Okay, so now I know what's through there. The thing is, how... Oh, okay. So we maybe need to... Hang on, let's set this up first. So we want blue to connect to that, and then this inverter will change the blue power to the red, so that will open up, and once that's connected that will then connect everything. So this is going to be red, so let's put this here. So this what does this need to be? Hang on, what am I trying to do? Blue we want. So red to blue, and also that one as well. No, that's not actually, well, okay, can we even get one? I can't get that one at the moment, or that one. Okay, well what we can do then is just, right, forget the connections, we'll just connect to that. Well, I guess actually, can we connect to that? Do we want to connect to that? I think we probably do. This one and that one, please. And then I stand on here. That's not going to do anything, is it? No, we need that to be... Oh, hold on. So let's just change for the moment. So we're getting blue to come through. That's not going to help. That isn't going to help. Well, it will help with this one. Okay, let's reset. I want this to connect to that and that, and then we will want that to be connected, I think. Maybe that goes through. So we're going to pick up this, put this in a position where it can be all connected up, like there. I stand on here, open up this. It's not working, is it? Something I'm missing. Yeah, so I mean, I definitely need that connected to that, and it needs to be like here. Then this that's connected to that, and that, and that, maybe. But how do I get? No, that's not. No. I want that and that. So that changes to blue. That's then going to go to red. Okay. Oh, something happened that time. That did work. But that is red. Oh, hold on. Okay. All right. Okay. So now, I don't know why I obviously had something positioned wrongly last time. That's now got that one powered open, and I need then this. I can use this to connect that, and that. Pop that down there. I stand on the pressure plate. Now we're done. Man, I don't know what was happening. I must have had something wrong before, because that was what I was trying to do right from the beginning. Okay, never mind. Oh, my favourite bit of music's playing. See, these things, it's got to mean something. Okay, new interface, new garden poem. Emish. 150. I walk in the garden without fear as stars swirl across the sky, and I stand amongst the tall lilies who lift their faces to the passing eons. Here I will do no harm, and no harm will come to me, for at last my long journey is over and I am home. Labistrus. Beautiful, makes me feel calm and happy. Ovis. This is my new favourite of yours, I think, although maybe step by step towards the nightingale might still win out. Let's say it's a tie. Aurenia. The words are definitely beautiful, but to me it seems like a poem about death. Maybe. The being that the journey is over, it's either about going home or dying, maybe. An inspiring poem about being happy where you are. I don't think our journey is over. Maybe it will never be over. I also feel that it's about death. I'm going to say it's an inspiring poem about being happy where you are. Exactly, the value of having found yourself and your place, being at peace. Thank you for your thoughts, everyone. I really appreciate them. So, again, with most artistic works, they can be interpreted in multiple different ways. Could be about everything and nothing. Right, one more puzzle then. Let's get this area completed, and I do want to have a little look around for things that I have missed. Birds. The lab is around somewhere. We need access to be able to get the transport station working, I think. But this is the last puzzle. 8. Positional interchange. Okay, what have we got then? So if I take that, that's going to probably, I guess, activate the gate. That's what I thought. Okay, no problem. We have blue emitter. So we need red. Oh, looks like there's another gate there as well. So we're going to need red and blue coming through there. Okay. Lots of things here. An inverter. We have some power there. We have the cube. Let's just go up into the roof there, isn't it? Okay. Right. So we have blue power. So I think what we need to do then is connect that. That then gives us access to be able to power this by connecting that and that. So what's going to happen to this? That just goes up to there. Why? How does that help? Potentially, it doesn't go all the way up. Okay, yeah, well, there is plenty of space. I think then what we would need is probably to place that on top of there. Oh. It's a little bit too slow to connect. How? What do we do with that? Okay, hold on. Stop! Oh my god. I can't. I can take the cube off. Yeah, all I can do, I can stand here. I don't think that really helps. We can't take anything out of this area because of this purple shield. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that probably does have to go on top there. So we need the red. So that's creating red. Yeah, so I guess that's what we need to do then. Is let's try or connect this to that as well, and then place that on top. Is that going to be able to connect? Doesn't look like it is, or just might not get the chance to. Seems like it's about to, but it doesn't get far enough. It doesn't get over there before that gets cut off. Oh. Okay. I've opened that up without needing to do that, so that actually gets me this. So that can be useful. So what do we need? We need red to come through there and blue. So what does the red do? We need both, I assume? I assume we need both to be able to access this. Okay, so the blue, we've only got 2 converters, right? Oh, we've got a connector. Oh, that connector, can we access the blue from here? We cannot. Okay, so in that case we want the red there. That could be red. Okay, what I can do now, we want this. Let's just close things down for the moment. Let's deselect that one. So yeah, that will connect those 2 things. I think first of all, I still think I need to do this. Place it on top there. Put this. I connect to that. That gives me blue. No, that's so red. That opens up that. But we could also potentially have that as well. So let's see what that does. Okay, yeah, we're definitely both. We're going to get cross beams at this point by doing that, so that's no good. This angle from here, if we were to get this connected, we're not going to be able to connect anything over there. I don't think this is what we do, is it? Well, what I could do, can I use this to get the connection stronger? Get a different angle to it. Maybe, maybe. Oh yeah, that might work actually. Connect that to that. Different colour though. Oh, you know what? Oh, okay, yeah. So if I connect that to that, that just powers it. Okay, now I can take this. Right. We're getting somewhere. So now we want this one, then gives me blue, right? So that doesn't help. We don't want that. Yeah, so that gives me blue. Well, eventually we will. That will work. Let's change it up. We want, I think, we'll change it to red to power that. This one's going to be giving off a red. Oh, we could put, yeah, we want to power that one, don't we? Why did that not work? Okay, I must have deselected it. We'll change that. Right, I have it now. We want, let's just block this for a second. Right, we want that to connect to this as well. So that goes on there. Now we'll see if it actually does connect. We connect that one, and down. Okay, it is powered, that is powered, perfect. We'll take this, reset the connections. So now we want red. That will give me the red. How do we get the blue in here now? You know what we can do now? We can connect that and that. Yes, that works. So that is now powered. So now I think I can take this down. Oh, I can't take that out. Ah, my God! Why do I keep doing that? What do I do? No, what do I need to do now? What about then? Let's restart this one. What about if I actually swap these things around? I can put the converter there and we'll have the connector out here. Maybe that's a better way of doing it? Let's think about what this needs to be connected to. So if I have... this one is going to be giving off a red beam. So that'll power that one. So this one's then going to have blue. But that doesn't help. I don't need this to be blue. So we don't have it connected to that. We have it connected to this. It's not gonna. That's not gonna be any different, is it? What do we get? What do we get this connected to? So the only thing this one can power is that. So that becomes completely useless for this one to power all the red things, because this one's red. That will convert to blue, and that will give off red. No, other way around. This one's going to be blue. This one's giving off blue, but there's nothing blue to connect to. Apart from the connector, who could then... Okay, that might... Yes, maybe that's what we need. So, this, I think we want to connect to that and that. Not sure where we're going to put it just yet. This we then need to connect to red, 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 that, and that. I feel like it's too many beams. Okay, it's almost right, but we're getting across beams, which doesn't work unless I can get the angle here, which I can. My God, that's all it was. Damn, I ran that one around a bit.
Congratulations, that one looked difficult.
It was difficult. Thanks for your help. They're all watching me do it, not offering any solutions at all. Okay, well, we haven't found a lab at all. I think we need to spend some time exploring. Going off the beaten track a little bit. We've also got the star to look at as well. I want to look at the base of this thing. Can I? Can't climb it. That would have been awesome if I could. Let's go off the beaten path. What is this building up here? Can we get around to that? There's also kind of ancient artifacts and things to find out in the tree lines. That's yes, the gate. Okay. Oh, I mean, I guess we'll have a go at this. This is interesting. So that's not going to work. That doesn't work. I feel like I don't actually... Oh, hold on. Place. I don't have a choice of what to do here. Rotate... hang on. Rotate this piece. And rotate that one. Oh, we have some... Let's go and speak to... who is this one? Yakut, is it? No. Oh, I lost it. Oh, okay. Well, let's speak to you. Alcatraz.
Everything okay?
I don't know. What'd you make of Pandora?
It's pretty clear to me that she doesn't want us to proceed with what we're doing. I find that deeply concerning. That said, there are clearly other forces at play here as well, so I'm trying my best to remain open to a more positive interpretation.
Yeah, one of these beings called us here after all.
Exactly. But we don't really understand anything yet, and this Prometheus is suspiciously absent, so I remain cautious.
Yeah. Probably a wise way to be. Right, let's do this again. Select piece, we want to rotate, can't do that. Okay. Place. I need to make sure I cross first of all, not that piece. Place, rotate, place, rotate, place, and we get across. Okay, it's fixed in place. Right, let's see if we can do this one. Let's try and keep it in line. I forgot the next piece. Okay, don't think so. We'll do anything else making a difference. Can't place that piece, so that is not right. Let's go back to here. Try that piece. I don't think this is going to work, is it? Like that, nope. Okay, let's change this first piece. change it to that. Let's rotate it there. We've got 2 more pieces, and this one rotate. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so now we're going to find out what is inside here. This is going to be very interesting. So we had a Sphinx riddle, we had someone else tell us to not be here. It's the Sphinx again.
When the craftsman Daedalus was imprisoned in the very labyrinth he had created, his only solace was his son, Icarus. To escape their plight, he fashioned wings of feathers and wax. He warned his son to fly neither too high nor too low. But his son, enraptured by the freedom of flight, flew too close to the sun. Thus the wax in his wings melted, and he fell to his death. What was the sun's error?
Okay, let's see. Hubris, the flame of the sun becomes the gods. Carelessness, he did not use his wings correctly. Lawlessness, he never should have attempted to escape the labyrinth. Disobedience, he should have listened to his father. Impatience, if he wanted to soar so high, he should have built better wings. Or idiocy, he should have. The wings were made from wax. I mean, come on. I mean, true. But I would say disobedience. Should have listened to his father.
Yet many great feats came of rebellion and disobedience. You yourself are born of that lineage.
True.
After the death of his son, Daedalus withdrew in sorrow to a foreign land. King Minos came looking for the craftsman to exact his revenge. The answer to a riddle revealed where Daedalus dwelled. But for Minos, that answer was his ruin. Consider King Minos, burned in his bath, as you seek your own answer.
Interesting. I'm not familiar with that part of the story, so I'm not too sure what he's referring to. Okay.
The megastructure. It's opening.
Oh wow.
3 receivers, 3 towers, 3 beams, as we suspected. I think this is an invitation.
Doesn't look that inviting to me.
Yeah.
If you consider the size of the entire structure, then that opening must be big enough to drive a building through.
Or the VTOL.
You want us to go in there, into the creepy triangular maw of death?
Maw of death? I think it looks charming.
Byron's so
quote
positive.
1K, come on now, live a little.
Byron's right. We're here to explore, and this is a mystery worth investigating. This technology could change everything.
Oh, all right. I'm not winning this, am I?
I don't think so.
Let's meet up with the VTOL, everybody. We're going in.
Oh wow, okay, we're going to go in there next time out, but just before we finish today's video, I want to look around. I'm still thinking there must be a lab to explore. It looks like is that Melville over there, or is that... No, that's one of the other ones. It might just be Alcatraz. Yeah, Alcatraz. Okay, so we could go here, but I want to look around there. There's still things to do. We've got the Golden Gates and the extra puzzles to do, but we're leaving them for now because they're not helping at the moment. I'll head over towards the Golden Gates actually because we haven't been over that way. There could be some clues. Could be one of the labs. We've got this thing over there as well. Oh, that could be something. What is this? Get around here. Hey, here's a lab.
These labs seem to be everywhere.
Yep.
But compared to the technology we're seeing above ground, they're downright primitive.
Are we even sure that the labs and the puzzles belong to the same people?
There seems to be a connection between the experimental setups in the labs and some of the puzzle technology.
Correlation does not necessarily imply causation, though.
True. But just because we don't understand the connection, that doesn't mean it's not there. What we have here is 2 things that reflect each other. We just don't understand how that reflection works or what causes it.
Maybe Miranda can tell us.
Alright, well let's have a look inside and see what we have. Okay, we've got a palm pad there. So look around, what else is there here? Not much really. Let's do this then. Oh. Interesting. The end draft. The end. After a lifetime dedicated to the written word, I'm faced with a task I could never have expected. Writing an epitaph not only for myself, but for my species. In the unlikely event that Alexandra Drennan is successful, and one day someone reads this, what meaningful insights can I share into this strange phenomenon that is humanity? I've spent days thinking about it, but now I'm running out of time. So I'll set down one thought that I simply can't shake. It didn't have to be this way. With more time, we could have found a cure. With a few political victories, we could have been prepared. Change any factor, even by a little, and we would have made it. This isn't divine punishment, it's just dumb luck. I'm reaching for something here, but I don't know what it is. Forgiveness, grace, acceptance? No. I hate the idea of accepting this. Hope, maybe? I feel like the story is unfinished. Maybe it should be. No epitaphs for humanity. I pray Drennan is right. Miranda, it didn't have to be this way. And yet it was. Failed to load. Chiron. From 51 Tales by Lord Dunsany. Chiron leaned forward and rode. All things were one with his weariness. Or was it Sharon? I forget how that's pronounced. Might be Sharon actually. It was not with him a matter of years or for centuries, but of wide floods of time. An old heaviness and a pain in the arms had become for him part of the scheme that the gods had made and was a piece of eternity. If the gods had even sent him a contrary wind, it would have divided all time in his memory into two equal slabs. So grey were all things, always where he was, that if any radiance lingered, or a moment among the dead, on a face of such a queen perhaps as Cleopatra, his eyes could not have perceived it. It was strange that the dead nowadays were coming in such numbers. They were coming in thousands, where they used to come in 50s. It was neither Sharon's duty nor his want to ponder his grey soul why these things might be. Sharon leaned forward and rode. Then no one came for a while. It was not unusual for the gods to send no one down from Earth for such a space, but the gods knew best. Then one man came alone, and the little shade sat shivering on the lonely bench, and the great boat pushed off. Only one passenger. The gods knew best. And the great and weary Sharon rode on and on beside the little silent shivering ghost. And the sound of the river was like a mighty sigh that grief in the beginning had sighed among her sisters, and that could not die like the echoes of human sorrow failing on earthly hills, but was as old as time and the pain in Sharon's arms. Then the boat from the slow grey river loomed up to the coast of Dis, and the little silent shade, still shivering, stepped ashore, and Sharon turned the boat to go wearily back to the world. Then the little shadow spoke. This had been a man. I am the last, he said. No one had ever made Sharon smile before. No one before him had ever made him weep. Miranda, there is an obvious and perhaps intended interpretation that this is the end of humanity, and the last shadow is the last human to live. But another interpretation is equally possible, that humanity has achieved immortality, and the last shadow is the last human to die. I prefer the latter. Yeah, but fortunately, your preferences have no bearing on reality. Okay, Nova Project. Progress notes. Version 1.08 unsuccessful. Same problem as with trial 108. Repeated all calculations. Same result. Weird. Experiment modified to gain further insights into unexpected error. Inconsistent results. Simultaneous trials affecting each other via unknown mechanism. What's going on here? No idea. We don't know what that relates to, really. So, what is this exactly? I've got no way of kind of interacting with anything in here. lot of databases. Oh. Okay, hold on. Oh, hold on. Oh. No, that's just mirroring that, I think. Oh, okay, I'm riding it. That was weird. Right, I guess we'll leave. There was no more schematics, because in the previous labs we found schematics which Melville was able to do things with. I'm just fascinated by this machine. Well, like, what is it doing? Why is it doing it? No idea. Okay. Right, let's try and find my way out. Okay, Melville.
Yes?
Tell me about New Alexandria.
New Alexandria. What a mess. It was an attempt to start a new city, but it went about as sideways as it goes. Gas explosion, more than 30 dead, unrecoverable. Al was there for the whole thing.
But why would so much tech from New Alexandria be here?
Because the whole place was abandoned. Byron insisted that we had to rebuild, but for the survivors, it was just too traumatic to deal with. So I guess that stuff was just lying around for someone to pick up.
Okay. Interesting. Ooh, now that is interesting. Look at that. Let's take a closer look at this thing.
Just when I thought we'd found all the weird stuff.
Wow. That's a shot. Look at that. There's another palm reader. Success. It worked. I made a statue. Well, it half worked. The design wasn't balanced, so it fell over and broke. It's very dramatic. But the good news is that it all works in principle. Imagine what we could do using stone, part of the environment. Miranda. So Miranda made this. And we've got a Trevor. We've only found one, so I'm missing a Trevor thing.
So,
Right.
humanity is great. I really believe that. And that's why I'm here. But I have to be honest with you, individual people, not always my favorite. I'm not the smartest guy ever, and I know that. But there are some people, man, some people are just so dumb. I don't even know if they're actually conscious. Sometimes I think their whole lives might be like a dream. They're just stumbling around, no idea what's going on, mumbling some random nonsense. And the thing that you have to understand about our time period is that a lot of these people wield enormous power. They run whole countries and corporations. Yeah, that's right. We've handed over our civilization to people I wouldn't trust to tie their own shoelaces. And if they're dumb, then what are we? I don't honestly have an answer to that, so just please try to do better.
Yep. Sounds about right. Okay, yeah, so we must have that, like Trevor number 2 should be around somewhere. What is that building over there? You seen that? Let's go and have a closer look. Oh yeah, look, that's got a little power thing up there which is not connected. Oh, here we go, what's this?
Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze, and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition, he spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics. Yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
Yep, that's one way of looking at it. Okay, I still haven't, actually I haven't found the gates. Don't suppose that really matters at the moment, but we could attempt to find them, or we could... Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to check something. Okay, so this is the area we're in right now. Let's have a look here. So we did the lab. We haven't done the gold puzzles. We haven't done the stars, the lost puzzles. Okay, so the first area. For some reason, I haven't done the lab. That's one thing that's confusing me, because I'm sure I did find the lab, but maybe I need to do something inside it. Maybe there's a palm reader we didn't do. I'm tempted to kind of go back to there and check that out. Just kind of tie up some loose ends and maybe look for the stars that are around there. This area we've done everything except the lost puzzles, and we've done one star. That's the only star we've done so far. You know what? I am going to go here. Just look for that lab. Well, that's interesting. There's no way of getting up there unless I somehow get up the top there and then jump off. I want to have a look and see what that is. That's something new. Oh, yeah, I'm exploring around a little bit. I found this guy.
We begin with the self because that is what determines our existence as individuals. But the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizen lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos. So now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask, if man is like a machine, could it be that the universe is similar in nature? And if so, what follows from that fact?
Okay, couldn't really see any way to get up top there. I don't know how to get that. Oh, we found some more remains. I think that's different from what I found before. Well, that, or is it? It looks the same kind of thing, actually. But it was highlighted, so I assume that's a different piece. Oh, I think this could be new. Literacy. From the Lives of the First Companions by Randolph. Literacy is perhaps the most mysterious of the first companions. A wanderer and a mystic by nature, he would venture far from New Jerusalem of his own accord, recording his thoughts as he explored harsh and distant lands. These recordings garnered him a group of devoted followers whom he tried to impart his wisdom. In the troubled time following the founder's disappearance, Literacy and his disciples set out on a journey to reach the opposite end of the world by foot. They have not been heard from since. Interesting.
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey are nothing to them. But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care. It is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all.
Okay. Right, well here's another Sphinx monument. It has a very similar pattern to the one that we saw. I mean, looking at it, I wouldn't be able to tell the difference of that at all. It could just be that it's got like a green thing there, same as the other one, so maybe we do just need to connect them and something will happen. Okay. I'm looking around on my compass just to see whether there's anything else that I need to go and do. Oh, there is a question mark over this way. Right, let's go follow that question mark. Okay, it seems like that kind of monument over there is one of the question marks. Oh no, I fell down. I fell down. How deep is this? Okay, because it did say right at the beginning of the game, don't go swimming. I feel like this water is fairly shallow though, so this is something.
So these monuments represent each of the entities. Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value of sense.
Okay, so that says, it says follow my sprite and follow it until, or find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. Well, that could be that thing that I saw then. Because that's definitely kind of a sprite. There's also another question mark somewhere, but let's go and find that thing again then. It's got to be this thing. How do I get to it? Ah, what about... Aha, this is how we get up. This is how we get up. Okay. Yay, finds one Prometheus spark. That might not even be it. Because that's not going anywhere. That was a Prometheus spark. That wasn't a sprite. Oh, no, Leah, look up at the top left-hand corner. That's something else. Wow. Alright, well, there's another question mark around somewhere. I'm sure I saw another one. Yes, over in that direction. So let's go and see what that is. Okay, oh, this could be the lab. It is. I thought I'd found this, but obviously I hadn't.
There's more of these labs than I expected.
If you find another terminal...
Oh, why is that cut off? Find another terminal, use it, I guess is what I was going to say. Oh, there's one. Okay. The kiloyear aridification event. 4.2 kiloyear. From BT Rodhamber's Anthropocene Dilemmas. The Akkadian Empire, forged in violence by Sargon the Great and his sons, reigned supreme over the city-states of Old Summer, enriched by trade with distant lands, fed by plentiful wheat fields of Mesopotamia. The empire bestrode the world with confidence and pride. Who could oppose the chosen of Anu and Enlil, the masters of the four corners of the world? Then the weather changed. The crops stopped growing. Trade collapsed. The empire fell, its capital forgotten. The most likely culprit at the time of writing is the 4.2 kiloyear aridification event, the beginning of the Meghalayan Age, a non-anthropogenic drought that may have lasted almost 2 centuries, causing many of the earliest civilizations around the planet to collapse. This is where our ordinary understanding of time, measured on the small scales of human history, collides with the reality of deep time and our existence with a much bigger picture. We live on a changing planet in a changing universe. Climatic optimums are temporary. Extinction is the norm. The Akkadians, like the more egalitarian inhabitants of the Indus Valley civilization, could not understand why the rivers dried out and the rain stopped coming. Even if they could, they lacked the tools to do something about it. A few short millennia later, we are on the brink of having that understanding and those tools. What can we learn from the tragedies of the past? One such drought, completely naturogenic, would be enough to wipe out New Jerusalem for good. So they really are kind of teetering on the brink at New Jerusalem. The first companions. When the founder awoke, leaving the garden behind forever, there were 2 more whose bodies had been anointed by the progenitor. The gold disc breathed life into them, and their names were Eustathius and Cornelius. The founder showed them all she had discovered. Together they explored the dead city and saw the ruin to which humankind had fallen. It was then that the founder understood the sins of the past must not be repeated, and that only through humility could the future be saved. Aside from Cornelius and Eustathius, there were 10 whose bodies the progenitor had not anointed in due time. Now it was upon the founder to complete this work, and began the resurrection. In this matter Cornelius proved great assistance. After many tribulations, the 10 were brought to life, and these 12 that were born after the founder are called the first companions. The names are Eustathius, Cornelius, Aurora, Sun, Sarai, Byram, Melampus, Yemo, Hypatia, Neve, Benarara, and Lithosir. It's funny how you can take something that's 90% true and 10% false and create something that's 100% misleading. I wonder what they mean by that. Okay, this is progress notes. Base camp established, successfully deployed, tested core functionality so far so good. Version 0.3 successfully deployed. We didn't read that version 0.3 was failure. Better cooling systems necessary. Version 0.4 failed. Unknown error in calculations. We don't know what that is. That's weird. Oh. Okay, yeah, so that's showing us the driller. Which we hadn't come across in this area yet, I don't think. Oh, so those are kind of maybe giving hints to future mechanics. Right. Okay, well I think we found all the things in this area. We still haven't done the star puzzle, but I'm thinking that's maybe beyond us at the moment because we might need to connect some green power to it, possibly. Or we still want the sprite we need to find, which is not that Prometheus spark. That's not what that was. I thought that was the sprite. Well, obviously there is a sprite somewhere else, and we need to find it and follow it. So there are still things to find around here, and I'm guessing that's a star. Oh, inspect remains. Something else we found? Was that something we had here? Oh, this is a new one as well. It's impossible to reconstruct the purpose of this device. That was the machine that we found. And we then also have the tricycle, a strange bicycle with 3 wheels, perhaps intended for children or pets. Okay, so we're going to go back into here, and I think we're going to go to the megastructure now. Continue the story. Oh wow, so much to do. Okay, let's go to the megastructure.
By the way, I finished my analysis of the particle clouds. At first I thought they might be some kind of nanotechnology, but I was wrong. It's a lot worse than that. What we're looking at is a completely unknown type and state of matter. Completely inexplicable within our understanding of physics. Created and manipulated by someone.
Fascinating.
Yeah, it certainly is. Right, well. Okay, I think we're going to go into the
Come
VTOL.
on, people, get on board. We haven't got all day.
I guess we'll take a ride. I was not know whether to end the episode here or just to ride in there first. I can't wait. Let's go inside.
Yakut, take us in.
Aye, aye, sir.
Have any of you ever read an ancient writer called Ian Banks? I guess not. He postulated the concept of the outside context problem, That's when a society encounters something so advanced, so different, that they simply could not have conceived of it. That's what this is. This whole place is one giant outside context problem, and we're headed right into it.
Oh, this is exciting.
I think I can set down over there. Should I?
Please do. I can't wait to get a closer look.
Look at this place. This is incredible.
Setting down.
Okay, everyone. We need to explore as much as we can, separately if need be, but stay in touch. Record anything interesting you find, and pay special attention to any clues as to who built this place and why.
The schematics we found in that lab were extremely incomplete, so if you can find any more of those, that would be great.
I think someone should stay at the VTOL just in case.
I volunteer you. See you later, Al.
Yeah. What's over here? Has he got anything to say? No. Yeah, you stay here. Right. Oh, wow, this is incredible. I'm going to explore this one in the next episode. Just try not to fall down there. That's a long way down. It's a long way up as well. This is amazing. Right, I can't wait to explore further. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this one. I will see you very, very soon. Goodbye.